What is going on, guys and gals? Today is day 683 of my self-improvement journey. So today, I'm outside. I want to talk about sacrifice today. Okay, sacrifice. It is a big thing in self-improvement. A big thing. If you really want to improve, you have to sacrifice things. Okay? So, for example, today, recently, Sunday, 2 days ago, I started bulking. And today, I was very full this morning when I woke up. Very full. Probably like I could have went without even eating breakfast, but I still forced myself to eat breakfast because that was the sacrifice. The sacrifice is either, either I sacrifice eating and I stay the same how I look, or the sacrifice is I'm pretty full. Not right now, I'm not too bad right now, but I'm like pretty full at the beginning of the day, but then I can, a year from now I can look better. I can be bigger, stronger. Or, sometimes you gotta sacrifice, like, hobbies that you're doing because you feel like you can do something better. So, video games. Perhaps it's like a relationship or a friendship. It's just not really, it's just a waste of mental clarity, mental energy. Like, you're trying to, pursue this person, but they don't really like you, or you guys are, growing apart, you're growing distant or something, or you don't really have the same values and the same morals as that person. And so, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. You might be sad for a little bit. But that sacrifice, if you take yourself out of that relationship or that friendship with somebody, or if you take yourself out of that situation, like let's say, you need to sacrifice watching YouTube. So taking yourself out of that, taking yourself out of doom scrolling. Now that's obviously easier said than done, but you take yourself out of doom scrolling, and now you can actually have time for that higher purpose that you feel like calling to you, I'm kind of shivering right now. I'm kind of cold out here, holy crap. But sacrifice. Sometimes you're gonna have to sacrifice your sleep if you want to be great. Not everyone needs to be great, okay? But I want to be great, okay? I have a lot of ambition, all right? I want to be one of the best authors, writers in the world, okay? I want my books to be on the shelf when you walk into Barnes & Noble. I want Elijah to be, that's, all right? I want my name to be known, okay? I want to be somebody. And there are other things that I also want to do. 2025 will be a year of one of those things, but I'm not saying what I'm going to do in 2025 yet. Still waiting until December 9th of this, maybe December 7th, because that'll be a Saturday. But that's kind of off topic of this video. So sacrifice. Let's say you actually do enjoy hanging out with somebody, but you also kind of feel like, maybe you could do something, do something a little bit more beneficial with your time. Maybe you really enjoy playing video games, but, maybe, I feel like I could do something better. I mean, look at all these people, on social media, and obviously, comparing yourself to others is not the best way to go, but, think about it. I mean, if, you got that little itch in your brain thinking, man, what am I doing with my time? I'm getting nowhere doing, playing these video games. Nothing's happening from playing these video games. I'm just a freaking loser. I'm just a loser trying to chase these women down like I'm a freaking, I don't know, Like I'm Usain Bolt trying to chase these women down or something. And I'm like, you don't need that. Okay, you don't need that pleasure. You don't need fun to live. You don't. You just like, I can just stand here, and as long as I'm getting food, I'm getting water, I'm gonna live. Okay, you know, obviously it's not gonna be a very fun life, but you know, I'm gonna live. Okay, you don't need fun to live life. Okay, so you don't need all this pleasurable activity. Okay. Now, it depends like what you want in the future. So if you don't even know what you want, then obviously you're gonna feel lost. Okay, obviously you're gonna just do all this pleasurable stuff, and you know you're just gonna kind of be a sack of meat roaming around this world, a nobody. Okay, that's basically what I am right now, because I am a nobody. Nobody really knows me yet, but one day everything I am doing will pay off. So, you know, sometimes you're gonna have to sacrifice sleep. You're gonna have to sacrifice your relationships with other people. You're gonna have to sacrifice your other hobbies, your other interests. Sometimes you're gonna have to sacrifice your like mind, like the clarity in your mind. You're gonna have to sacrifice that. You're gonna have, if you want to be great, you have to become a little crazy. You know, you gotta be a little like off. You gotta be a little just something in your mind, man. You just gotta be a little, you know, crazy. A little psychopathic almost. You know, I'm not saying go kill people. No, I'm not saying go kill people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not, don't be a psychopath. But you know what I mean, okay? Sacrifice is important. And if you want something better than where you are right now, then you're gonna have to sacrifice the things that you're doing right now that are holding you back to get the things that you want. Alright? So if people are holding you back, you gotta sacrifice the time you're spending with them. Maybe you can't sacrifice all the time you're spending with them. Maybe you're in a class with a friend or someone, or what you would have used to call a friend. You're in a class with them, and they just kind of like keep talking to you. You sit away from them, but then they just follow you, and you can't really, you know, you just want to limit the time, or maybe, you know, you just kind of like, I don't know, that's, yeah, but if you can like just get rid of as much of like just that pleasurable, you know, crap, and just focus and just try and achieve your goals. Now, yeah, sure, if you don't want to be great and you just want to be like, you know, average or mediocre or something, because that, I really want to be average, I really want to be mediocre, you can just, you know, have some of the fun stuff, I guess, and I don't know, I mean, that just sounds pretty stupid, just like living for the, you know, like, and I didn't even like get to the part where, you know, like drugs and like alcohol, like, dude, I was literally in class the other day. I was walking, like, and I heard these people behind me, and they're like, yeah, I had like a bunch of weed and I'm like addicted. Bro, you're like fucking, okay, sorry, you're like 15 years old or 16 or I don't care, like, and you're using weed. Just like, how pathetic is that? That's your competition. Like, dude. Okay, I'm getting really off topic now, but like, you gotta sacrifice that bad stuff because it's just gonna make your future worse. If you sacrifice all of this stuff, like, this stuff is going nowhere, bro. The woman, the you know, the partying, the whatever, the drugs, I don't care. Okay, they're going nowhere. All right, they're going nowhere. You're gonna have that friend texting you, why are you always so obsessed with your goals? Because I'm trying to get it. Okay? Because I'm trying to reach the mother freaking top of my mountain, man. I don't know where my mountain is, but it's somewhere over there, maybe. I don't know. But like, you're like, these people, they're going nowhere, bro. Like, and sometimes you almost look at these other people and you're thinking like, man, they're so much better than me. But then you kind of like, if you like really dissect them, they're not like working towards some purposeful goal like you are. They're not really like trying to become better every single day. They're just roaming around life, okay? And so they're not gonna go anywhere. You can go from here to here, but only you decide if you're gonna make that transformation or not, okay? And it's not up to me. It's not up to your teachers, your parents. It's not up to, I don't care, your girlfriend, your friends. It's not up to anyone. It's up to you, and only you, to decide whether or not you're gonna sacrifice the things that need to be sacrificed so you can climb that mountain, so you can achieve your dreams, your goals, your ambitions in life. Okay? I don't know what your ambitions in life are, and that's not for me to decide what they are. And it's not up for me to decide how you're gonna achieve them. That's up to you, and you gotta sacrifice the things. Otherwise, if you don't sacrifice, probably heard this one before, but you don't sacrifice sacrifice for what you want, or what you want becomes the sacrifice. Okay? So it's like, am I gonna sacrifice the pleasurable things, or am I gonna sacrifice the actual thing that matters, like the instant gratification or the delayed gratification? Which one do I want? Do I want the fun, the partying, the hanging out with friends every day, like talking to them all the time, or all this stuff? Or do I want the hard work, the grit, the determination, the ultra focused, the obsessed, the goals? Which one's gonna be sacrificed? Because you can't have both. Okay, you can't have both. It's one or the other. Okay, gotta sacrifice one. Now I'm gonna tell you, I just know that this one is way better. It's gonna leave you with way more experience, way more knowledge. You're gonna be stronger, you're gonna be smarter, you're just gonna be better, okay? And this one is just gonna leave you lost, probably sad, depressed. You're just gonna be like an average person, probably below average. Well, the average person is basically below average, but it's, the average person nowadays is pretty pathetic sometimes, in my opinion. Like, it's kind of sad a little bit, just playing video games, just like vaping and, doing all the crap. But yeah. Sacrifice for what you want, or what you want becomes the sacrifice. Remember that. That is it for day 683, my self-improvement journey. I hope you guys and gals have a great day, and don't forget to follow your dreams. Goodbye.